In Marijuana Matters tonight, now that recreational marijuana is legal here in New York, there are concerns there will be more people out driving high on the roads.
News 12's Ian Page takes a look at the challenges ahead for law enforcement and drivers in part 3 of our series.
If I'm going to work at 9 o'clock and I'm over 21, can I smoke marijuana at 7:30 with my cornflakes? When am I okay to drive?
That's a question plenty of people are asking after New York became the 16th state to legalize recreational marijuana. There are concerns about more people driving high. So when is someone too high to get behind the wheel? It's not an exact science yet.
We can't really put a number or a limit on drugs as far as what amount will impair a certain person, because everybody's body will react differently to certain drugs, marijuana being included.
Brian McMurray is a drug recognition expert, or DRE, with the Suffolk County Police. The 26-year veteran's been a DRE since 2010 and says marijuana should be treated like alcohol. And he uses the same field sobriety test for alcohol if he suspects a driver is high on marijuana.
Do a finger-to-nose test, which most people have probably seen on TV. We'll check for a modified Romberg balance, somebody's internal clock and how it works in their body. It tells a lot with time and distance, and when you use certain drugs, you lose perception on time and distance.
So will there be an increase in crashes here in New York now that recreational marijuana is legal? Well, it's hard to say. Some studies show no increase in crashes after recreational marijuana has been legalized, while other studies do show an increase in states where marijuana has been legal, like Colorado.
And looking at all the data, you can make the general statement that you're twice as likely to be involved in a car crash when you're high compared to when you're not.
Robert Sinclair of AAA says education will be critical in reducing crashes related to driving while high. The state has set aside 20% of the tax revenue for drug treatment and public education.
And there needs to be a rigorous education campaign, not only for youngsters, junior high and high school youngsters, but also for the general public. There need to be more DREs, that's drug recognition experts, so that from all the revenue that comes from marijuana sales, we want more police to be trained as drug recognition experts.
AAA also offers a course called Shifting Gears: The Blunt Truth About Marijuana, to help educate young kids about the effects of driving high.
Some drivers think they're better under the influence of marijuana.
But students in the class learn that's not the case.
What color is this? Looks black. You can take off your goggles and see how well you've done.
While there are plenty of drivers high on the roads already, many say now that recreational marijuana is legal, the message needs to be the same as it is with alcohol.
And if you're going to drive, don't smoke. If you're going to smoke, don't drive.
It's still illegal to drive under the influence of any drug, including marijuana. Ian Page, News 12, Long Island.
Well, breathalyzer-like devices that measure THC, the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana, are in various stages of development, and several companies and scientists say they're close to creating a device able to detect THC in breath where it can linger for 2 to 3 hours. Now join us next Monday here on the News at 10 for part 4 of our special series, Marijuana Matters. We'll take a look at the changes the business of legal marijuana is bringing to your community.